Even with evil with me, I'm never forsaken.
I'm going to take you on a little trip around my former hunting ground, Piccadilly Circus, Leicester Square, central London. Just tell you some stories, give you some perspective on how you can leave a safe place, morality and people who care for you, and end up getting into all kinds of nonsense for no other reason than you're just following your own rebellious self. Follow me. So yeah, basically this is where it all started. Back in the day, that place was called CC's, and I'd never been clubbing before. I came out of a couple of my guys, went for a meal, and they didn't want to go home, neither did I really. And they said, let's go into this club. I was like, nah, you guys know it's not my thing, I'm not going to club anymore. But as I said no for like the 100th time, something just said, say yes. So I said yes. Walked down the stairs, got into the club, had one beer, and the next thing I know I was on the dance floor with this girl. And that was it. That was the beginning of me going from Sunday school to Sunday fall. Literally one yes. All started in that place called CC's. Funnily enough, I ain't even going to mention the name that you just saw it called, but that's where I ended up. That was one of the last places I ever went. So much so that the doorman knew me and would let me in for free. And I'd even fall asleep in there. And I think you can probably tell by the name, it ain't a club no more. It's a different kind of club. But this is what happens. That was the descent. So I started there in 06, and that's kind of where I ended my journey almost in 2012. Right now, I walk into a place called Bar Rumba, one of the nastiest, most seediest places I've ever been to. But the funny thing is, that's where my boys wanted to go clubbing. And that's where we ended up so many times. And if you read my book, you will know what happened to me because of going to Bar Rumba. This is the infamous Bar Rumba, mainly for tourists and for English people who are about that life. So one night, when I went to CC's, because I used to drive when I first started clubbing, because I could drink a beer, and then by the end of the night, I'd be sober enough to drive home. So one night, went to CC's, I think I had 2 beers, I was feeling brave. Next thing I know, I'm outside the toilet in CC's and I'm vomiting everywhere. All I can remember is I'm lying on the ground, literally just passed out outside the toilet. My friend looks at me and he's like, Mullins, you had one! Next thing I know, I'm being carried out the club. Now this is a new experience for me.
Mate, you got drunk off 2 beers?
Hey, I must have drunk it very quick, because I wasn't a drinker. So, I think this was maybe even the 5th time maybe I was ever drunk in my life. So the next thing I know, I'm being carried out these side doors. The bouncers carry me out the side and say, mate, we're going to look after you, And as you can see down there the sign for Five Guys. I think it was either Five Guys now or the place next to it was actually H&B. These guys just dumped me there. So I woke up there, I had 2 phones in my pocket, I had my iPod, I had my car keys, and basically, I went to my car and I drove home.
Wait, all your friends dumped you there?
No, the bouncers dumped me.
The bouncers, where were your friends?
In the club.
Oh,
that's how we do, we ain't following no one home. It's going for fun. So, I went to my car, I woke up in my car. All I remember is driving down Park Lane and asking God to take me home safe. Next thing I know, because I wasn't staying at home, I was staying at my brother's house. I woke up at my brother's house, basically just sweating. And I didn't know how I got home, and that was the last time I drunk drove. The last time. But there was many times I did it before and got away with it. But that time, because I couldn't even remember how I got home, I was like, okay, I'm going to take that warning from God. I'm going to leave drink driving alone.
What year was this?
That was That was summer of '06.
How old
My
are you?
first car. I was 19. So my guy you just saw serving the pizzas there. I think we're about '07, '08 now. And I'm out here, we just come from a club. Out here having fun looking for some food. My friend goes to buy a slice of pepperoni pizza. Now he picks up the slice of pizza and it's some ridiculous price, like £4 or £5, something like that. So I'm like, what, you can't give him no more pepperoni for the money he's paying? I'm making a bit of noise, but I'm not, I'm not in no one's face. I'm not being extra. I'm just like, can't he get some more pepperoni? My guy who you just saw there peeled back his fist and pow! Punches me right in my face. I wasn't expecting it. I was just like, what? Next thing I know, I leaned over the little, glass pizza shelf. I picked up a tin of Fanta and I threw it as hard as possible. Bounced off my man's head. Next thing I know, I saw the longest knife I've ever seen in my life. This large pizza knife that this young guy who was with him carried. And he started to chase me. Now at this time, my hand was bandaged and my foot was paining me because I actually had a fight the week before at uni. But I ran as fast as I could round the corner because I had never seen a knife that big, and it's amazing what your body can do when you see a knife you've never seen before.
Survival mode.
Right, so I ran off. So that's just another incident that has happened in this whole hunting ground.
What was your guy that wanted to buy the pizza?
So this is where the story gets controversial. They ended up fighting with, I think, this guy who was here, or the young guy who ended up chasing me. Because all I know, by the time the guy stopped chasing me, I came back round with a cone, or a weapon. Police was there, and they said they basically got into a fist fight with whoever was left. But all I know is I didn't see nothing because I was too busy being chased with a knife. So that's what happened. That's what can happen after dark. Ain't nothing good happen after dark out here in these streets.
So obviously, you've come from uni first year. Obviously, you're 19, '06, fresh.
Yep.
First year.
Yep.
Obviously, you defo was not staying at home when you was doing all these antics.
No, because what I would do. Now I don't like to lie. Never did. But obviously, I'm not going to be telling my mum I'm doing certain things. Not that I was trying to live a double life, but I knew the right way to live. Like, that's the one thing. I never made an excuse for what I was doing. Like, I knew what I was doing was wrong. So I would just say I'm staying at my friend's house. And that's what, and, I wasn't lying. I was staying at my friend's house. But before I was staying at my friend's house, obviously he was doing certain things. So that's the way I used to maneuver that. But my mum's not dumb, so I knew she knew certain things.
And I know you mentioned before that you were staying at your brother's house. Which brother was harbouring you?
No, he didn't know.
House?
He didn't know either. I just said I'm going to stay at your house.
Who was it? George?
I'm not trying to use people's government names here on this film.
Which one was your favourite club to go to, even though you didn't like going clubbing?
No, it wasn't that I didn't like it. I never went clubbing before. So for example, when we got our GCSE results, not GCSE, sorry, A-level, all my mates went to a club in Watford. I followed them to the club and then went home because it was never an interest for me. But there was CCs that I went to, and then there was playrooms. Playrooms was the best because playrooms we knew the guys on the door, and we used to get VIP all the time. Now it didn't really make sense because we used to get VIP, but we didn't have no money to spend in VIP. So it was a fruitless exercise. It was a pointless exercise. But we had a lot of fun in there those days. But that got closed down. Yeah, that was the best place for us to go.
What was clubbing like in? Where did you go for uni the first time?
In Swansea. I didn't go clubbing in Swansea. I actually remained safe for like 95% of that year. But I say remain safe. My best version of not breaking the main laws, i.e. no sex before marriage. I did well in Swansea. Well, as well as, I thought I could do at the time.
Why did you change uni? Course?
Because Kent Uni was a much better uni in terms of the league tables, so that's why I changed university.
And then you changed uni to Kent in the year of...
Oh, that was 06. That was 06.
So did you go clubbing in Kent?
Oh yeah, that's where everything started to take a real turn into foolishness, and that's what facilitated and kind of made the descent into foolishness a lot more quicker, because obviously at uni you live on campus, you just have access almost every day to clubbing and drinking and all manner of stuff. So that's what that was.
So in terms of your friends,
Yeah.
obviously in some people's lives, friends can be a massive influence on what you do. There's a fact that I heard: the first 4 people you see every day, you become most like.
That's probably true.
So obviously, your friends are the ones who are they the ones who influence you to go clubbing more, or?
Oh yeah, because basically that summer when we first went, well, like when I first went clubbing, they had clubbed already, but not to the level that we ended up doing it. So that same CC club, they did this thing where guys were free before 10. So I will or free before 11. So I would pull up to my guy's house. We used to live in Kensal Green by like 10, and we would hit Central, park up in the spot, and we would hit the club by 11, and we'd get it for free 2-3 times a week. So that summer of 06, in the transitional period before I went from Swansea to Kent, I was clubbing like 3-4 times a week. I couldn't get enough. At that time, I was like, I don't think I can quit this. This is
This is life.
this is the best. This is the best ever. Why did they tell me? No, seriously, I thought I would never quit. I thought there was nothing better. I could not believe how much fun I was having. But that is the trick. That's actually the trick. Because sometimes you believe certain things that are not good for you would not be fun. And you won't enjoy it. That's not the truth. That is not the truth. Because sometimes the things you enjoy the most in your flesh are the worst things for you. So that was the trick. I just thought I'd never stop enjoying it.
But what was you?
Look at that. But that's the kind of thing that would end up happening to me. But I was,
That could have been a tactical chance.
that's a standard night out.
It's too early.
It's a standard night out.
It's 20 past 1.
The time when I said I got carried out the club, it would have been around the same time now. Night over after an hour, because you overcooked it. You didn't plan the night properly.
Alright, but what was you?
Certain girls, and it was
What was you going? Yeah, that's what I was about to go to. What was you going clubbing for? Was you going for the music, the drinks?
So let me help
the
you.
vibe,
Let me help you understand.
Or the females?
This will help you understand things maybe a lot clearer. I was the kind of person, I had my own standard of righteousness. As long as I don't have sex before marriage, as long as I don't have no youths out of wedlock, I'm pretty much safe. Everything else, it's whatever. So for me, school, college, first year of uni, I'll talk to girls, maybe get a bit close to girls, but as long as I don't do nothing with them, I'm still kind of safe. But that would obviously take time. And it will take you time to warm up a female to get to a point where she likes you. So you're talking like, because you're seeing her every day, you're going to take about 3 months, and then you kind of get to the point where you get close or whatever, and then she ends up asking you out, because I ain't asking her out, because that's not saved. But when I got to the club and I had a drink and I didn't remember what happened between me finishing the drink and dancing with the girl, I realized that transaction can happen in 20 minutes. What I had been doing for 5, 6, 7, 8 months, I could do in 20 minutes. That was the worst revelation for me. It took me 6 years to get over that revelation. That revelation, that kind of eating from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, literally nearly ruined my life. Because every single bad situation, every single situation that caused me to end up in a cell, caused me to end up nearly killing someone, caused me to end up depressed, caused me to end up suicidal, sprung from a time when I was drinking. Even if what had happened was not when I was drinking, the situation that I was in was because of a time that I had been drunk. I can trace every single situation from '06 to 2012 to alcohol. No matter how spurious the link, it all links back to alcohol. And it all links back to that first moment when I said yes to going into that club. And I had that light bulb moment of, I just need to drink once and I can get the girls. For real? All this for me? For me?
So I guess you could say then, you said a good thing and it sparked something in my mind.
Right.
That the tree of life, the fruit from the tree of life,
Tree of knowledge. Evil.
Is can be used as a kind of a metaphor today for everything that's sinful that you shouldn't really do.
Right, because it is the experience of sin that makes you want to do it again.
And Adam and Eve knew not to eat from there.
Right, they were told not to, but your parents tell you not to do a lot of things, but you do it.
Still do it.
Right? So it's different, right? It's really hard to really pine after something you've never had. You can want it, but you can hear other people talk about it. But it's a different kind of desire once you actually have it. With anything, alcohol, drugs, sex, murder, anything. Someone can tell you about it, but until you experience it for yourself, the level of desire that you have for that thing is beyond what you can even handle or manage without the Spirit of God.
So what does it's just like walking down memory lane?
Pretty much. So like when we finish the night out, sometimes we'll come down here because these guys are smart in Chinatown. They keep their shops open till like 3, 4 in the morning. And we'll just come up in one of these shops. I think this is our favourite one over there. And we'll end up on the second floor. We'll be ordering like 3-course meals at 4 in the morning. Like full meals. 4 in the morning. Couple of, you just see 3-4 man out there just
Are you doing a documentary?
Indeed. 3-4 man's pulling back a plate of food, and one of my guys, who shall remain nameless, he would just go in there and say, I want meat, and he'd order a plate of beef or a plate of chicken, and he would just eat that. I'll be getting noodles and sweet corn soup, sweet and sour chicken and rice. He'll just get a plate of meat. Like, them guys was crazy. But yeah, that's what we used to do back in the day.
Does it look the same?
Yeah, pretty much. Nothing much has changed in Chinatown. We're down here. There's a road before, and this building here used to be playrooms, but they've redeveloped stuff now, so all looks different. But this was the Monday night hangout. I think summer '06, summer '07. Monday night hangout. There'd be a stairs at the front here that would go up. Certain Z-list black celebrities used to be in here every Monday. That was playroom. VIP every Monday. Me and my guy T. That's not his government name, so I can say.
Best summer?
No. In hindsight, no. Back then, I would have thought that was a great summer. Good summer of clubbing. No. That's what being born again means. When your mind changes, you have a different perspective. So with my new mind, I can't look back and say that was the best. I did enjoy it, like I can't lie. I'm not going to pretend like I didn't enjoy it, but no, it's not the best. It's a waste of time when I look back at it. I could have done a lot more with the money that I had spent. And I could have done a lot more with my mind that I wasted on pursuing foolishness. So, no, in hindsight, not the best summer.
So where are these, obviously not blitting out any names, obviously. Where are these friends now?
A lot of them are doing different things.
But still...
Families, still have families, married.
Still in the circle, or...
Nah, we don't move like that no more. that no more because when I changed my lifestyle, they were just ascending to new levels. You know, some of them wanted to take it international, and I wasn't.
Well, I beat for trips.
Nah, I don't do FTD holidays, never that. They were doing more Germany and Croatia and all this kind of you know, from my mind change, I wasn't trying to mess with that stuff again on that level at all. So some of us remained friendly, but to say that we were tight or friends is, I think, would be a stretch. Some of them we're still friends, but the closeness is obviously not as it once was because I've not got the same mindset. And there's some things I'm just not gonna partake in or even sponsor or condone. So that's that. Now we're coming up to the gym bar. This is kind of where it ended for me as well, because when I left uni, clubbing wasn't really the thing for me to do. I wasn't really into clubbing, so what I used to do was go to bars on a Friday just to end up the week, take out all my frustration on happy hour, and that's where it ended over there. And I get destroyed a lot of times. When I say destroyed, it was one night. I don't even know what happened. All I know is I woke up outside there, never had no watch. Luckily I had my phone. And apparently someone saw me, found me, picked me up, or not picked me up, took my phone out of my pocket and called the last person in my phone. Now thank God that wasn't my mum, thank God that wasn't my dad, but it was my niece. So that was kind of where my cover started to get blown, because no one really knew what I was up to. But as they called my niece, they said they found me unconscious and they didn't know what to do. So my niece called, I think, my brother, one of my brothers, and then he came looking for me. They came looking for me that night, or he came looking for me. But I don't know how, but I managed to like brush that aside and, you know, keep that on the low. But that's kind of towards the end when things just started to get a bit murky, and the double life. Well, I say double life, not really a double life, but the things that I was hiding and didn't want everybody to know was starting to actually creep out. And that was kind of the beginning of the end. And in that place, it was so comfortable. Like I would go there and I'd spend at least £70 a week on alcohol, because happy hour drinks were half price. So if you imagine, whatever I spent in happy hour is double. So I would spend at least £30-40 in happy hour, and I'd get free drinks because of some deals I would have booked up. And I would smash that alcohol by like 10, 11, 12. That would be me every Friday.
Weren't driving, public transport.
Yeah, and then most times I wouldn't even end up at home. I'd just fall asleep on the night bus, end up in Harrow. I have to get the bus back down, then sometimes end up back in central London because I'm just wrecked. And then towards the end, I would either start the night in the strip club and then go there. No, I start there, then go to the strip club, or go there, go to the strip club, come back, and then go back to the strip club. This is the kind of madness that was going on. And it's mad because when I first started drinking, you could never tell me I would ever go to a strip club. Me? Crazy. But by the end, like I said, the guy on the door knew me, and I'll be falling asleep in there. And when I say falling asleep, they wouldn't be kicking me out. Listen, might not get kicked out. Might stay to the end if you want to. I'm real talk. I'm not even playing. Go to sleep in any club, see if the bouncer don't take you out. That's how bad it was. That's how mad it got. The one place I'd never go, that's where I ended up. And I'll fall asleep there and feel comfortable. That's the mad thing. I didn't feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.